What's up guys, I hope you're doing well. In today's video I want to talk about how vulnerability is actually our greatest strength. Now there's a general misconception we have that vulnerability implies weakness and is a character flaw that we need to avoid. And that's because we have an underlying tendency to avoid every single negative situation, every negative experience. Anything that could make us possibly a little bit uncomfortable, we avoid. And in order to do this, we set up walls for ourselves against these negative experiences. And this can manifest itself in countless ways. So say, for example, somebody has a bad relationship experience. And now the wall they put up is no longer dating, right? One bad experience, I'm not going to date anymore because I don't want to have another bad experience. So they put up a wall. For me, I used to have pretty high social anxiety in the form of OCD. I won't get into it too much, but I was afraid to leave my house essentially. So I stayed in my room. Literally, I had walls. And metaphorically as well. I didn't want to leave my house to experience these negative experiences, negative situations, and so I put up these walls. And you may ask, what the hell is the matter with that? That seems pretty damn reasonable, you know? You had a bad experience and you want to avoid it, so you put up these walls. And the reality is we can't choose what experiences to have and what experiences not to have. We don't have the foresight to see into the future and to see what experiences or situations will turn out good for us or bad for us. So these walls aren't just protection, they're actually resistance, and the resistance to life in general. Because if you resist one type of experience, you're resisting all of them. Because as we said before, we can't tell what situation will turn out good for us or bad for us. That relationship could turn out amazing for you, even though your last one was complete shit. Or me, leaving my house. I could have experienced something amazing, you know? It didn't just have to be a negative experience. And so what we need to do is realize that vulnerability is actually openness. Vulnerability is taking down those walls and creating space. And it is within this space that true life happens. Because life is experience. And it's about experiencing everything on a very deep and connected level. And we do that by embracing every situation, even if it's painful. That is what true living is. This doesn't mean you have to seek out negative or bad experiences. This just means when they happen, we have to realize they're out of our control and we have to embrace them. We still have to be there. Because that is what living is, experiencing. And when we put up these walls, we're resisting everything. You can't just choose, I'm going to resist bad things. You know, when you do that, you're resisting good things too. Because we don't know what's going to happen. That can be scary at times. Because we love to be under control. We love to know what's going to happen. But the reality is we don't. A lot of the time. And so that is how vulnerability is a strength. When you're vulnerable, this openness, the tearing down the walls. You're saying, I'm here. I'm not afraid of life. I'm not afraid to live. I'm not afraid to experience. Bring it all. Bring me the pain, bring me the sorrow, bring me the highs, the lows, the ecstasies, the joys, right? The frowns, the smiles, the tears. Bring me everything. I want to live. I'm no longer hiding behind these walls. I'm no longer living in a self-contained prison. I'm opening myself up. That's what I did. That's what I did. I had really, really, really bad OCD. And I could not leave my room. I kid you not. I switched schools based on this. It consumed my life. And I had had enough. And I said, fuck it. I'm done. This may be scary as hell, but I'm going to face it. I'm going to embrace it. So I tore down my walls and I opened myself up. And it was scary as hell at first. But then you realize that there's so much beauty on the other side of those walls. There's so much to be gained on the other side of those walls. And I still have some negative experiences. I still have some things that make me uncomfortable. but it is far outweighed by the possibilities and the amazing things that I experience on a daily basis. It's no comparison. It's really essentially the difference between living in a box, right, where you experience nothing, or traveling outside in the world and meeting every day as a new experience and embracing it and experiencing it on a deep level. And that openness, that space can only be created when we're vulnerable, when we let down our walls, let down our guard, and say, I'm here. I'm here to experience life. I'm here to live. So let it happen. That's it, guys. Take it easy.